Hello, good day, guys. Welcome. Time to share a cup with me. This is A Cup with Joe. I'm Joel Villafano. Welcome to it. Do you smell that? Do you hear that crackling? That's bacon. There's no other way to get your day off to a great start than with some great foods bacon. Today, I am doing a bacon and apple pie. That's right. A bacon and apple pie. So I'm in a kind of sweet and savory mood today. So I have some Great Foods bacon rendering here. Now, the good thing about the Great Foods line, you see this fella here? That's what's in here. It's all nice and crumbled. It's really called a deli shaved bacon. So no need to even slice up the bacon. But there are these tricky slices as well as some back bacon that you could get. So I just had some bacon rendering. It's all nice and ready now. Just, you want to be able to see that bacon fat exuding there. I think it's just about ready. And all I'm really going to do is to get the bacon out of the oil and reserve this bacon fat that you're seeing there. Now, the bacon fat is a real flavor. Everything about this pie that I'm about to make will happen right in this oil. It's going to start very, very simply with some onions and apples. So I'm going to just toss the onions in here. Allow the onions just to kind of get together. While the onions coming together, I've used white and red onions, guys. The reason for white and red onions has a little sweetness, and as I said, sweet and savory kind of mode this morning. So this recipe is a little different, but you got to work with me. I have some 2 to 3 day old bread, good old homemade bread. You can use fresh bread, but for some reason I think this recipe kind of calls for bread that's just a little stale. I cut the ends off, and I really just want to get this bread all nice into a nice little simple dice. That's all I need there. Yeah? My onions happening here, getting nice and translucent. Once it gets translucent, I have some Granny Smith apples that I just chopped up in a simple dice as well that I'm adding straight in. So it's a bacon and apple pie. Do you remember when you only used to get apples around Christmas time? It was Christmas when we were growing up. It was Christmas when you saw apples and grapes come out. Now, apples and grapes are available all year long. That's right. Amazing. So the apples and the onions kind of forming my sweet and savory base. I am just going to take some time to salt and pepper, seasoning layers, salt and pepper. While that's happening, I have 5 eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eggs goes there. To these eggs, I will add, let me season my eggs first, salt, pepper, and I'm getting a cup of milk in my eggs. 1 whole cup of milk. Work with me. To that, about a cup of grated cheese. Cheddar, mozzarella mix is a nice mix that I like to use when doing things like this. Making sure these guys are good. Then I add my bread straight to there. And I whisk all together. Eggs, bread, cheese. Could add a touch of shadow benny and just leave that there, let it soak up. Everything getting nice and caramelized there. It's now time to build my pie. At this stage, I can add back my bacon. So my bacon goes back in there. Yeah, oh my God, that looks good. So when I started to cook, I remember, and I'm remembering this very clearly, I did not understand sweet and savory together. It confused me. I said, I mean, sweet is sweet, savory is savory. But for some reason, I couldn't get that idea of sweet and savory in one dish. It was when I tasted apple pie. And I said, okay, pie, apple, okay. So then I got crazy. And I started doing different things and experimenting with different recipes. I love bacon. I love Great Foods bacon. And bacon and apple pie is just that perfect combination of salty, savory, as well as sweet. My apples are nice and cooked and tender. Bacon is rehydrated and nice. I will now just do a quick reseason. Not much salt and pepper, guys. This is already has kind of seasonings in it already. I just want a real touch of sugar, just to balance the flavors. Some nice brown sugar just to balance the flavors. And once your bread, if you look at me now, your bread all sort of mixed in together. It's almost like a bread pudding type of thing. Bread mixed together, and it has soaked up that egg and milk mixture. It has some cheese in there, mixed together nicely, seasoned up well. And you just pour this all over. Right away. Get it off the fire. You cover it. Put it in the oven. Bake for 30 minutes. Make sure it's covered, guys. That's very, very important. Make sure it's covered. Bake it for 30 minutes. There is one step that I want you to follow. After 30 minutes, uncover it and bake it for a further 10 minutes. Put a knife through it. Make sure that it's all nice and cooked right through. And you get this guy here. This is so lovely. Sweet and savory is how I'm rolling this morning, and that's how I'm rolling through the entire show. Look at that. Bacon, bread pudding-y kind of vibes, eggs. This is the perfect breakfast to get your morning off to a perfect start, or your day, whatever time you're starting your day. Try this recipe, guys. It's my Great Foods bacon and apple.